Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are looking at the brand spanking new comic from Sam J. Royale, Pariah. I'm so excited to share this with you today. Cannot wait. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. Okay, so this is an amazing new comic book from one of my favorite artists and my friend Sam J. Royale. This has been a long time making. I'm so excited about it. Cannot wait to dive into this puppy. It was waiting on my art desk when I got home last night, and I was so thrilled. I could not wait to tear into it. A little sticker. It was wrapped in this red tissue paper. Okay, so first of all, packaging A plus Sam. Um, he delivers such a beautiful package. It was wrapped in this red tissue paper, his signature red color, as you can see on his logo. Sam is, in addition to being an amazing artist, he's an incredible logo maker and made my logo, the MFT Productions logo. So, that is like a coup for sure. Check out this business card. Is that crazy? That's like straight out of Rosemary's Baby. It's so creepy and like sort of satanic in a way. And a little note with a great illustration. Thanks, Sam. I won't read it because there's personal information in there that you are not privy to, audience. Anyway, check out this. Like, I am like, first of all, beyond impressed. Like I said, like, just the packaging alone, like, you feel like you're getting something very special. It feels like buying something from Tiffany's or something like that. And I think that especially when you're branding yourself, like, this is the SJR experience. It's so important, the little touches, the little flourishes. You know what I mean? I got my book. It was in perfect condition. It was wrapped with love. The little note, the business card, the sticker. It's just you just really feel like, the creator cares, and I just really appreciate that so much. Look at this beautiful cover. I've reviewed Sam's stuff before. One of my favorite books, Dishoom, his anthology, is amazing, and Sam is always playing with, experimenting with different formats and sizes. He's a fan of me, I love big art. I love treasury size. The bigger, the better. So it's kind of interesting how Sam has won me over to these sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like a boutique kind of style. You know what I mean? Like his Dushum was like almost like the size of a greeting card, but very like user friendly. You could take it with you on the subway or whatever. Not that I would ever go on the subway in LA. But this is more like a CD booklet. I mean, anyone who was alive in the 90s instantly made that connection when you saw that, right? I think you told me who printed this, but I'm not going to say because I forgot. But really beautiful job. The packaging is complete. The fact that Sam is, what do you call it? A logo maker and adept with that things. I mean, it just really shows. This is like crazy. The influences are all over the place. It's so weird. Sam is like such a well developed artist, and every time I get something new from him, I cannot believe how it's better than the last thing. Like, they say you're only as good as your last project. So I don't know. Sam got the note on that. So let's get into it. I did have a discussion with him on how to label this, actually. He hesitated to call it a graphic novel. It doesn't really look like a comic book. It's sort of like, I mean, definitively it is a graphic novel because it's a story told in pictures. It is a comic book in a way. It's a CD booklet. And so my new blurb for him is just buy it, whatever the hell it is, because it is totally magical. I love this character on the cover. There's a little backstory about him in the back. I'm not going to be too spoilery because I'm not lying when I'm telling you this was like an amazing experience for me reading this. I'm not ashamed to tell you I actually cried when I opened the package. I was just like so overwhelmed with like how beautiful it is. I know the hard work that Sam has put into this is a long time making. He thanked me for keeping it mum, and this is his baby to deliver to the world, and my God, it's beautiful. I mean, the love and just attention to detail and just the design, and it's so original. Like, I cannot believe how original it is. Like, it's just amazing. And like, it's, I guess it's like 16 chapters and there's these breaks, and so it's kind of an anthology in a way, and just the design alone is just incredible. Like, I wish that CD booklets were still a thing, but Sam would probably spend the rest of his life designing CD booklets for bands, because who wouldn't want that looking at this? I don't know. I love this main character. He's sort of like a rabbit. I love the amulet on his chest. I love his, like, plaid boxer briefs with the loincloth over them. The color is so sublime. That is like one of my favorite things about Sam's art is his sense of color. I don't know where he gets it. I feel like he taps into something otherworldly and just like culls these colors from somewhere. He talks about the design of this character and the origin of how it came about, and it's kind of crazy. And we have a lot of comment about like weird quirky things, like the paranormal and stuff like that. So I feel like the origin of this kind of ties into that. Sam knows what I'm talking about. It's interesting because he has these really, really gorgeous painting, digital paintings. He actually works in mixed media. Some is traditional, some is, a lot of it is like digital finishes and stuff. I've interviewed Sam. I'm dying to talk to him about this if he has time. Super busy, so if we can work it in, I'd love to. Just because, I mean, this needs to be talked about. It is so gorgeous. But Sam always he has a very subtle kind of humor that's relatable in a lot of ways. It's not like silly or over the top or anything, but it's always kind of that like haha laugh. You know what I mean? Like, you know exactly what he means, and it's always like succinctly funny. I mean, this is gorgeous. This actually stopped me in my tracks. Like, I don't know, the pacing and just, I'm like in love with this format. Who knew that? Actually, everybody knew. I miss CD booklets so bad, and this is just so gorgeous. I don't know how you did it, Sam, but you definitely are doing different things with your art that are just so elevated. Even though, like I said, if you look at Dishoom 1 and 2, like, they're sublime. Like, there's nothing wrong with any of them. I was lucky enough to nab Sam for, my Big Bang anthology, the big treasury size. He did 4 pages of Shutterbug, which was like sort of an homage to the 60s Spider-Man cartoon, and he pulled off that aesthetic completely. But they're just, like, I was reading this last night and like almost gasping as I'm turning the pages, just like the color and the the layout and the, I don't know, it's just crazy how good it is. And these chapter breaks are insane. Like, is there not, like, Sam, you need to form some sort of, I don't know, 90s metal cover band named Pariah or something? I would love to see this guy actualized. It's funny because Sam talks about his design and says he's almost silly in a way, but I completely disagree. I think he's menacing. I think he's like got like evil minotaur vibes. He's very like what's the word, intimidating, but kind of sexy at the same time. And the pop of color is just amazing. I don't know. Oh, this sequence here like really took me out too. It's so amazing how, I mean, He-Man comic booklet, right? I mean, it's kind of amazing. Like, and there's subtle like influences that I feel like I'm picking up on, but I could be wrong. Like, you're seeing like 70s album covers, like sci-fi movie posters, and the color sense is just crazy. I feel like even though red is Sam's signature cover color, he's doing things with blue and green I don't think I've ever seen before in my entire life. This is definitely just going to be me gushing forever because it is so beautiful. I've patiently waited for this. If Sam weren't my friend, he would still be one of my favorite artists. And the feeling I got reading this last night evoked the feeling I got like on New Comic Book Day, when like that comic you've just been waiting for, that you just know is going to be so amazing, came out and it's finally here. and it doesn't disappoint. It delivers on every single level. I love this character here. This is such a great panel. You can just like sense the tension between the two characters. I love that he's so like big and imposing in himself, but then he's confronted by this female figure who is cool as a cucumber. I love this. This is beautifully illustrated right here. And this reminds me of one of the points I wanted to touch on is the body language. The body language is so good. It's weird because Sam has this way, you know, like when you're doing more painted stuff, sometimes the things can look stiff, and it lacks a sort of animation as far as like being super fluid and fast across the page because it is like sort of like masterpiece paintings, but the body language suggests movement in a way that lends itself so excellently to the storytelling. How's that? So good. And a little Zipatone, just for me, because I love Zipatone so much. I love this so much. It's like a CD box set collection or something. I don't know. And you're just doing so many great things with the color here. I love that this is pink. I love the use of pinks and greens. It is just so gorgeous. I mean, look at this panel here. How much fun is that? I love the way his ears move. And see, this is like an example of like the subtle humor, just the way that they are looking. I mean, you can definitely tell that, you know, Sam's influences are all over the place. One of our common bonds is just our pure love for art of all various kinds. And I could talk to Sam about art forever and never get tired. This is so beautiful. I love this diaphanous wings. Sam has such a unique point of view storytelling. He brings so many different things to it. You know, there's that little paranormal quirk, there's that humor, there's a little bit of that, you know, he's kind of a smart ass. But it's very subtle. He's such a gentleman, you would never know. If any, you know, I'm very proud of Sam as well. He had his first time tabling at Indie Creator Con last weekend in New Haven, Connecticut. Congratulations to everybody for pulling it off. I wish I could have been there. I 100% plan on being there next year, hopefully with another book in addition to Big Bang, or two maybe. Haha, how's that for a teaser? But it was his first con. He debuted this amazing, whatever the hell it is, there. And if you were there and did not pick up this book and you were watching this video, I want you to go sit in the corner and have a timeout after this because you should clearly be ashamed of yourself. And I know you're kicking yourself. And, you know, this is kind of a limited print run. I mean, they are available. The Michael Troy effect is going to take place. And I feel like this has a good chance of selling out. This is like, it's going to be hard to find a better book in 2024. You know, I've said that about my own Big Bang book, and reading this is just incredible. It's so gorgeous. I can't even tell you. But I was thinking, you know, they've been touting 1986, like Jim Rugg's 1986 book, as like one of the greatest years in comics. And I thought, what if 2024 is another watershed, hallmark, landmark year in comics? I mean, if this is an example of any of the books that are coming out in 2024, we are in for a banner year for sure. This is one of the pages that really reminded me of like a 70s album cover. Paul Bunyan's Axe by John Denver. This is so good too. Another one of Sam's huge influences in his art is music. It's very like low-key heavy metal in a way. I love these axes, and I love the fact that there is a wall of axes hung up like guitars, with a guitar hung upside down for some reason. There has to be meaning. Sam has like meaning in a lot of stuff that he does. And then he'll probably answer that with like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. He's very humble like that. But because the reason I love that is because, you know, if you're a music person, or even everybody knows, but they refer to, you know, guitars as axes. So I love that displayed along with the rest of the axes, because the axe is an important part of the story too. This is so good. I love this so much. Very cartoony, very animated, beautiful blue, Beautiful plaid. I think you've got something going on with plaid. Like I want to see like the Sam J. Royale line of plaid shirts at LL Bean or something. I don't know. Crazy, right? And look at this. There are just so many like takeaway panels that just blew my mind. I thought I was going to be annoyed by this format, but I'm in love. It's so good. It's so thick, and I just like I never wanted it to end, and when it ended, I think I cried again. This is just so beautiful. It's giving me like Pink Floyd vibes, and it's just all over the place. If you guys like stopped the video and ordered it yet, there will be a link to Sam's Etsy where he is selling this book. And it's so good. You need to get it yesterday. I feel sorry for you that you're going to have to wait for this to be shipped. But it is, trust me, it is the worth the wait. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. And Sam has been working on it for a few years, and it shows. There is so much. And he also said, you know, that is how you do it. I feel like another lesson I learned is like, if you love comics and want to make a great comic, go away and make a great comic silently and then unleash it upon the world and just wait for the mic drop, because that is absolutely what is happening here. Um, and it is so beautiful. He said this is like the most fun he's ever had um, doing a comic, and I think it shows because it is absolutely beautiful. You know, Sam is one of those artists that you look at every little nuance of everything he does, and you just know that he is one of those artists who was born to draw and loves his craft and is a gift to the world. This is so beautiful too. You know, Sam's always experimenting. You know, up yours, Sam J. Royale, to like, wait, is this in crayon? Yes, it's in crayon, but it's probably not, or it probably is because you're such a mad genius when it comes to putting together your comics. You know, he's kind of Sinkevichian in a way that he'll use whatever it takes to get the job done and always to jaw-dropping results. And this, I don't know, it's so quirky and bizarre, this sort of like writing chicken. That's what I'm saying. Like, he has such an amazing imagination, and I think a lot of it comes from his dreams. So I kind of want to take a vacation in Sam J. Royale's dreamscape. You know, it's also very interesting in a way because you know, as a painter, there's a lot of landscapes, and I don't know, it's just it's so bizarre. It's such a weird feeling to, you know, I feel like there's a lot to unpack in a page like this because it could very well be hanging in a museum. Then the next panel, you have like a clothesline of all his boxers hanging out. I don't know. It's just fun and quirky and unexpected and just more than I could have hoped for. And I wanted everything, and I got it. I mean, take a bow, Sam Joy Royale. This is a long time making. The effort shows in every single page. It is so thoughtful and beautiful and enjoyable. Like, I was like totally on this roller coaster ride, not knowing what to expect. Every single page was a revelation and a surprise and a gasp and a tear in the corner of my eye. It is so beautiful. And just as I'm like getting sad that I'm almost done with it now, I was completely sad when I was done with it the first time I read it. And what are you doing? Like, what is this? I've never seen anything like this from you before. And that is amazing. Like, I don't know how you pull off some of the stuff you do. And it is just, like, so gorgeous. And then you have something like, you know, this is a panel. I talk a lot about process and art, but that reminds me of like how you have to just learn how to draw, like, because that's like a simple shape. Like, I can almost see this like sitting on a table and like students having to draw that. I mean, it's just kind of perfectly, you know, elliptical, and I don't know, I just love it. I'm weird like that. Little things just stand out to me. Like, this is so gorgeous. I can just see Sam's wife standing in the kitchen holding a a cleaver and an apple posing for this picture. I don't know. It is so cool. I love it. It is beautiful. Congratulations. Oh, and a rainbow. Isn't that fun? Like, it's so weird because it's like dark and moody, but the most beautifully brilliant color at the same time. Sam, you've done it again. This is a home run. I hope to God you're submitting this to every award available. If this doesn't sweep the Eisners, I don't know what will. Oh, yeah, Big Big Bang. Anyway, one of the most beautiful comics you will ever get your hands on. Like, do not hesitate to get this book. This is like a unique reading experience. This is the short history of long ears, and it is so good. I love this. Picture from 2005, distinctly Sam J. Royale, yet you just see the evolution and the just, my, how you've grown. So beautiful. And, like I said, definitely a package. Like, I love this ad here. Everything looks like so right. Uh, I cannot wait for the next one. That's what I hate. Like all that work, all that effort, all that time. It is beautiful. It is amazing. And it is done. Oh my gosh. I will be rereading this many, many times. Pariah by Sam J. Royale. Cannot wait to talk to you about this book, Sam. It is so good. Please come on my show and let's just let everyone know like what the hell happened here. It is so good, you guys. There's going to be a link in the description of the video. Um, it is the best money you will ever spend. This is such a great experience. It's so handy. You can take this with you wherever you go. I would hand this to anybody and say, hey, do you want to see something cool? Here it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I'll bring you more later.